They want you to think that in a month you're gonna make money, in a month you're gonna become profitable, in 2 months you're gonna become profitable. That's not the reality of it. It's a lie. It is a lie, it is a lie, it is a lie. Can it happen? Yes. Will it happen? Most likely not. What's going on, peeps? Welcome back to another vlog video. Me talking to a camera, whatever you want to call it. A lot of you probably down deep you'll like these vlogs, but on the surface level it's going to trigger something in a lot of you. You've been lied to about the trading industry in so many different ways, and I have a list of stuff, not just for this vlog, but for a list of vlogs that I want to make, this series of vlogs that I want to make, talking to you about the reality of trading, my experience and opinion after 10.5 years of trading, about prop firms and funded accounts, about trading real money, about trading in general, what it takes to be successful in trading, just so many different things that I've wanted to talk on for a while. But I don't know, I just I fell out of love with making these videos, and for me, if I don't love doing something, I just can't do it. I can't force myself to do it. Not to mention that these videos, out of every single video you see on my page, I think my YouTube channel only made maybe like $1,000 American, which is fine, but it's not like it was a massive source of income that I was like, oh no, like if I stop doing this, like what am I gonna do, you know? So, but anyways, I mean, you've been lied to about trading. The issue with social media, the issue with, I don't want to say YouTube because I haven't watched many people's YouTube videos about trading, but you have to remember that what you see is probably 5% of someone's life. What does that mean? They're basically posting their highlight reels. I mean, if you look at Instagram, the platform Instagram, and you look at what the stories are called once they are saved in those folders or albums, they're called highlights, right? For a reason. They're people's highlights. They're the highlights that people show you. Just like you only see the good times, no matter what, obviously the person is going to go through struggles. They went through hard times, difficulties, whether it's with their work, relationships, financially, in their career path, whatever the case is, right? The issue is not everyone, but majority of people don't post that stuff. I've always tried to be authentic and post the most authentic stuff that I can, which is why if you go read my captions, some of them are stories, because I just feel like if I'm gonna post something, I want there to be some sort of value and takeaway from the post, not just a picture of me here or a picture of me in this or a picture of me wearing that. I want you to receive value from it more than you looking at it and comparing your life to it, because again, you're comparing your life, you're comparing your entire life to someone's highlight reel. And it's not the reality of life, it's not the reality of trading. The honest truth about trading is, it is statistically, trading, being an investor, whatever the case is, that career type has the second highest, statistically the second highest suicide rate after the first one being a doctor. Why? it is a you versus you game. It's not you versus the market. It's not the market trying to make you lose money. It's you versus you. So anytime you lose money, it's because of you. Anytime you make money, it's because of you. It's also probably the only, maybe being an entrepreneur in general can fall under this category as well, but it's probably one of the only careers or jobs, whatever you want to call it, that there's really no rules. Every other area of our life has structure. You know, you get in your car, you wear your seatbelt, you follow the speed limit, you stop at the stop signs, red lights, green light, you go, blah, blah, blah. Just so many different, every other area of our life has structure. It has rules and things, guidelines we have to follow. Trading, there isn't that. Trading, if you're trading currencies and commodities, it's open 24 hours, 5 days a week. So from when the market opens on Sunday or Monday, wherever you are in the world, to when it closes on Friday, you work whenever you want. You work however much you want. You make however much you want within a reasonable percentage or amount of whatever you have capital-wise in your account. That still doesn't really limit you, but obviously to a certain amount per trade or whatever the case is. You have, it's like the Wild West, so there's no structure. So what does that mean? It takes a very high level of discipline to be successful at it, which is why 98% of people fail at it. Why do 98% of people fail at it? Because they give up on it. Why do they give up on it? Because they realize that maybe they're just, not that they can't become the person that they need to become, but they're just not ready for it in that moment. You know, it takes a lot to be a profitable trader. It takes a lot mentally, it takes a lot emotionally, it can take a lot financially. If you don't get on the computer and trade, you're not going to make money. As an entrepreneur, you can have a business. You want to show up at your business and be sleeping while your doors are open, and or you have employees and you're in the back working and employees are making you money, whatever the case is. Trading, if you're not there actively doing it, you don't make money. It takes a very high level of discipline. To get into trading, first of all, to even think about becoming profitable, you have to spend an obscene amount of time to study and learn the craft and master it, and practice and practice and practice and practice and practice and practice. I'm probably close to, if not over 40,000 hours of screen time now. Definitely 40 hours. Probably spent 40 hours this last weekend. 40,000 hours of screen time in the last 10.5 years. Because whether I had to or not, I've always just tried to spend as much time as possible in front of the chart. Why? To learn. I don't believe in this thing where you set a trade and, okay, let me just go away and whatever happens, happens. No, you can do that. You can set a trade, but sit there, watch the chart, study the candles, have different time frames open at the same time so you can learn, okay, these candles, these 4 candles on the 1 hour formed the 4-hour candle. These 4 candles on the 15-minute formed the 1 hour, which then formed the 4-hour, which then formed the daily, so on and so forth, right? It's very ignorant to think that you will... It's very ignorant to make people think, first of all, that they can learn this skill set in a couple weeks or a month or 2 months, whatever the case is. And it's also very ignorant to think that you can do that. Is there rare occurrences? Yes, I've had students that they got the course, didn't have any experience beforehand. They absorbed the material at an extremely fast rate and started making money quicker than 90% of the other students. I have students that maybe studied for a month, got bored of it, whatever the case is, disappeared, came back a year and a half, 2 years later, studied it, and then actually started making money because they stayed disciplined and stayed consistent. I have other students that they've been studying consistently for a year or 2 years, and they'll have some streaks of profitability, and then they overtrade or they over leverage, make a mistake and go backwards a few steps, which is fine, it's normal. But again, these are all things that you need to understand that are part of the process, because regardless of whether you're spending your time, you set a trade and you sit there and watch it, or you set a trade and you go out and go do whatever you're gonna do, the time is going to pass. The time that you could be spending watching the charts rather than wasting time going out doing whatever, or if you're at work, okay, that's a different story, but that time is going to pass. Whether or not you decide to learn trading or learn e-commerce or learn how to play the guitar or learn how to swim or learn how to drive a boat or whatever the case is, things that you want to achieve to become just better as a person and more experienced as a person and progress in life, the time is going to pass anyways. The only difference is did you spend the last year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years building something, learning something, growing in something? Or did you spend the last 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years doing the same thing you did the last 5 years? And in 5 years from now, you're going to be in the same spot again. And then another 5 years, you're going to be in the same spot again, right? So it's about how you're using your time. Don't focus on myself or anyone else that has been trading for a long time, the stuff that they post, the cars they drive, the trips that they go on. Again, all of it is highlight reels. Everything is highlight reels. It's, if I showed people the struggles emotionally, mentally, that had physical tolls on my body from the levels of stress that I've had throughout the last 10.5 years of trading, I can guarantee you that every single one of you would click off of this video. You would never Google anything about trading again. You would never watch a YouTube video about trading again. You would never look at a chart again. You would have zero interest in it. It takes a lot of sacrifice. It takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of discipline, a lot of consistency, a lot of patience, a lot of studying, And it's not studying at once. It's repetitions. It's over and over and over and over and over and over. And then maybe you make a little bit of progress. And then over and 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 over. And then maybe you make a little bit of progress. But there's a saying that trading is the hardest way to make easy money. What does that mean? It is a very, very difficult skill set. And I'm going to, in this series of vlogs, get into a lot of detail about things that stop people from becoming profitable. Some types of people that'll just never become profitable. Some of you watching this, I love you. God bless you. People can change. The reality is 95% of people just don't want to change. They don't want to give up the person they are today to become the person they need to become tomorrow, to be a profitable trader, to be a successful entrepreneur, to be a successful athlete. Comfort truly is and always will be the enemy of success. People would rather stay broke or broken because they're comfortable and it's just normal, rather than give up and sacrifice and literally kill that version of themselves to become better. Why? Because it's not always guaranteed that you will become better. It is, but in our brains we convince ourselves that, oh my god, I could sacrifice all this stuff and then maybe I don't get anything in return. Cool, but I mean, you could not sacrifice anything and still not get anything in return and still be in the same place in 10 years from now. You know, I would rather go backwards than be in the same place, because at least if I went backwards, then it means I was trying to do something. I was trying to become better. I was trying to accomplish goals. I was trying to better myself. I was trying to create a future for my future family, or whatever the case is, but it means that you were trying to do something. You understand? Yes, can you go to the gym and work out and try to get in shape and injure yourself while you're working out? Yes, but that shouldn't stop you. The possibility of that shouldn't stop you from going to the gym. It shouldn't stop you from wanting to lose weight. It shouldn't stop you from wanting to become healthier. You understand? That's not an excuse to go sit on the sofa and just watch TV. You know what? I'm just gonna stay home and watch TV, and I'm not gonna go to the gym and work out because maybe if I go to the gym, I'm gonna get hurt. No, it's just part of it. It's part of the process of becoming better. That's a possibility. It's something that could happen. Just like becoming a profitable trader, losing money is something that could happen throughout the way. You know, but if you start going to the gym and you get a cramp one day and you can't work out your legs for 2 days because you have a cramp, or you overstretched, whatever the case is, you hurt yourself, you're not going to never work out again. You start practicing trading and you lose $100, or you blow up your first trading account, your second trading account. You're not going to give up on it and never go back to it again. No, it's a growing pain. It's part of it. It's part of the process. But people don't want to talk about this stuff because they want your money. They want you. They want you to think that in a month you're gonna make money. In a month you're gonna become profitable. In 2 months you're gonna become profitable. That's not the reality of it. It's a lie. It is a lie. It is a lie. It is a lie. Can it happen? Yes. Will it happen? Most likely not. Reality of it. You understand? Again, I'm not gonna sit here and make a 40-minute vlog right now. There's gonna be a series of vlogs. We're gonna be back vlogging, people. We're back, baby. We are so back. If you made it this far, I love you. Just hit a like, subscribe, whatever. I don't know what else to say in this vlog, but I have a list of vlogs that we're gonna be going through, and I hope this motivates and inspires you, and you're happy that we're back making videos, and you're excited for the next 8 to 12 videos, maybe 20 videos, 30 videos, who knows, I don't know. I'm just happy to be back talking to myself and you guys on here. I love you. God bless you all. I hope you are well. Go drink your mate. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Right? Love you. Bye.